Alright guys, what up? This is ThePowerUpMushroom and I'm coming to you with a video. This video is going to be a little different. I had plans to do more news videos, but then my entire computer decided to crash while I was editing, so I had to refilm those. But until then, I was already thinking of doing this, and this is a response to Spoony Bard's video, and it's games that he did his top 5 games that he thinks are underrated, and I totally agreed with him. Pretty much those were all the games I was going to choose, so I'll leave a link in the description to his channel and that video, because just think that kind of is like an extension of also my underrated games. But I picked 5 others, so you guys, if you watch that video and then you watch this one, you get an extra you get an extra 6 if you watch mine, or you get an extra 5 if you watch his, because I did include 6 in this game, this video. I was thinking of making doing a bunch of videos of, you know, underrated games like every now and then, which I probably will do, but for right now I really wanted to include these games because I really want people to, if I have to choose, I want these games to kind of get out there. So there you go, and without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first game on my list is going to be one game that everybody seems to have played, but nobody ever talks about, and even at that, nobody really realizes like the full potential that this game could have as a series, and that's Kirby Air Ride. Yeah, like I said, everybody's played the game, but not a lot of people talk about it, and this isn't really one of those games that Nintendo talks about really, or people in general just talk about, or say that, oh, I want a remake of this. Really, it's this game that has kind of like that underground cult following type thing, and I mean, people bash this game for it being too simple, and granted, I mean, I guess it was a little simple with holding down the A button to drift, but there was a lot of fun stuff in this game, a lot of unlockables, a lot of different things, different cars you could unlock, and it didn't have just that value of just playing it for the racing, because yeah, the racing was decent and it got really hectic and fun, but there was another reason to play this game, and people who have played this game to its full potential know what I'm talking about. We're talking about Grand Theft Auto and Kirby Air Ride. Yeah, there's Grand Theft Auto in here. It's called City Trial, and basically in City Trial, it's one map. Granted, it is just one map, but that one map really prolongs the life of Kirby Air Ride because it's so much fun and it's so unpredictable. It's basically, like I said, it's basically a Grand Theft Auto and Kirby Air Ride. You can just like blow up people's cars and like just steal their cars, hijack them, and do stuff, and then all these random events in this city trial will happen, and like sometimes asteroids would start falling from the sky like meteors, or the gas stations will catch on fire, or something will happen, and it creates these events that make the whole city like more chaotic, and it's more exciting, and it feels like a totally new experience when you play the game. Not only that, but then at the end of the city trial, you get to, with whatever car you use to kind of like build up, because there's items around the map that you collect, and it builds up your cart's you know, speed, you know, whatever you're doing, whatever the stadium prediction is, you know, you follow that prediction and you want to build up your cart for speed, or you want to build it up for a battle arena. You build up your cart, and at the end of the game, it kind of goes into a mini game to where you all 4 players put their carts in an arena and kind of duke it out in like a battle, or you'll do a race or something to see who comes out on top as the best player. And that was really cool, and I really think there's a lot of potential in Kirby Air Ride becoming a series and then having a sequel. Maybe even like, just imagine with online play with up to like 8 people or something. Come on, that'd be really cool, with all like different city trial maps. That'd be really fun. That's Kirby Air Ride. Now I'm gonna go into one that no one really ever seems to talk about. Again, I mean, it was a game in the series, but I guess no one picked it up. It was a DS title, and that's Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Granted, I don't know why this game kind of got backlash for it being a sequel to Superstar Saga, but I mean, Superstar Saga is getting a remake, and I think that's cool, but I really think Partners in Time should also have a chance in like the line, like that light of just that spotlight, because this game was a really great game. I don't see why people didn't like it so much. And if you've never played a Mario and Luigi game, Mario and Luigi is basically Super Mario RPG, just without the title of Super Mario RPG. This is as close as to Super Mario RPG you're ever going to get. And it's really fun. It's turn-based, yeah, but the humor and the storyline is kind of what holds you together. The story in this game is basically, you know, aliens kind of invade the Mushroom Kingdom, and they're from like an alternate dimension of the Mushroom Kingdom. And then you have Baby Luigi and Baby Mario kind of like get warped in time to meet Mario and Luigi, and you go through all these different time loops and all that stuff, and it's a lot of time travel, and it's really fun. Like I said, the humor really holds it in there, and the story. Not only that, but like the soundtrack for this game is really well done. I really do like the soundtrack, specifically for the ending battle of the game. It's really put well. So, if you can, pick up this game and give it a shot. It doesn't get that much love for it being a sequel because Bowser's Inside Story shadowed it, and then Mario Dream Team. And this one was kind of, you know, it was one of those games like, oh yeah, you know, it was a sequel, but nobody really. I mean, it just needs some love, all right? I mean, I don't really hear people talk about it at all, and I really think it deserves more attention. All right, now. Here's one game that everyone tells you to buy. You've heard it from every retro gamer. You've heard it from every gamer out there that you need to go buy this game. And I think this is one of those games where people kind of like, yeah, it's. I guess, you know, I'll pick it up at some point, but people never do it. I'm going to tell you right now, pick it up because PlayStation 3 games are probably really dirt cheap right now. And Xbox 360 games, which they are. Go to GameStop or something, take advantage of that, buy 2 get 1 free. And pick up 3D Dot Game Heroes. Yes, like I said, everyone's mentioned it, but I can't help but kind of add to that. I'm going to be one of those people that's saying, like, just go buy the game. If you haven't bought the game, go buy it. You'll do yourself a favor, and you'll hate yourself. It's one of those games where you'll hate yourself for not playing it. This game is legit the closest we'll ever get to, like, a 3D remaster of The Legend of Zelda for the NES. Like, it's so close to, like, just paying. It really pays homage to, like, just The Legend of Zelda. That's what it feels like. So I can't really tell you anything more of this game because I want you to experience this game on your own, and that's just go buy this game and just expect to have that feeling of The Legend of Zelda, the sense of adventure that you had. And if you're like one of those people who played like the NES games like back in the day, I'm talking like 80s, you're gonna have a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of nostalgia in this game for the people who played those kind of games. Oh man. But definitely, 3D Dot Game Heroes, definitely worth a look. And I really think that people should give this game a chance because not a lot of people picked it up. Alright, now, see, the next game, see, Spoony Bard did like the first part of the game. He mentioned Star Fox Adventures of it being really underrated, which it really was. But then I was thinking, you know, like, what about the sequel? And you, like, he was doing a top 5, I'm doing like a 6 because I couldn't hold myself together. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and mention the sequel because, oh my god, yeah, the sequel doesn't get a lot of love either, and not as the first one really doesn't get a lot of love, but the sequel, Star Fox Assault, it doesn't get any love in the sense that because I guess it was really backlash for the third-person ground wars, in which I really seem to enjoy, and I saw a lot of potential on where Nintendo could expand on that and put it toward, like, forward in the series. Granted, after Assault, we didn't really get a Star Fox game other than Star Fox Command and Star Fox Zero, and we already know how that turned out. But the story in this game about the Aperoids is probably the closest we'll ever get to, like, zombies in Star Fox, in the Star Fox universe. And it's just, the Aperoids kind of take over the minds of these animals and just, they're creating problems throughout the galaxy. And it's a really greater threat, and the storyline holds up really well. But not only that, but the soundtrack for this game is freaking amazing. Like the new renditions of the Star Fox theme and Wolf's Team's theme, it just, you can't help but, like, it's new and it's really well done. Even for on today's standards, I think the new orchestra, like, what do you call it? Like orchestra, I can't. Arrangements, new orchestra arrangements for the games, they hold up really well, and it's something that I really think a lot of people will enjoy. Not to mention that there's multiplayer with unlockable characters that you have to do really specific things for, unlockable levels, unlockable weapons, there's a lot of stuff in this game, and a lot of trials that you can earn, like rankings in the game, missions and stuff, and it's a lot of fun if you sit down and play it. Granted, the controls might be a little outdated, but if you get used to the controls and you get 4 people to play multiplayer, I think that this game has a lot of potential just to have online play for a future title. So, definitely pick up Star Fox Assault. Like I said, didn't really get a lot of love. I think I got like maybe like a 63% like off of Metacritic or something. It's just, I think it deserves more than it was given, and you guys really need to give this game a chance. If you never played Star Fox Assault, it's really fun. And if you've never heard of Star Fox and you want to pick up Star Fox Assault, just think of Star Wars. That's pretty much what it is. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave this game for a different day. I did do I was gonna put this in my top underrated games, but there's actually, if I can pull up this guy's YouTube channel right now, because this guy, he actually featured me in one of his videos, and this guy, he does a lot of videos of like games that his video game titles, or his video titles are titled games you should check out, and it's basically where he does like all these video games, and like he kind of you know, shows you really games that you've never even heard of, and he tells you games that you should check out. And I was featuring one of those videos called 1 Minute. In the videos, he has like this thing called 1 Minute Crunch, and in that video I was talking about Final Fantasy Crisis Core and why you should check it out. And I had to do it in under a minute. So I'll leave a link in the description below. I really can't find his video right now, which saddens me because I want to mention it. But hey, I'll leave a link in the description to his video, the video I was featured on, and his channel, and you should really check out the guy. He's a really cool dude, and he, like I said, he has a lot of great games that he mentions, along with, you know, help from the community. But anyways, this last game is one of those games that got thrown away. Like, it was made, and there's a lot of potential in this game for becoming a series, and no one's heard of this game. Really nobody. A few people have, but the reception was good, and I don't see why this game didn't get a sequel. And that's Rising Zan The Samurai Gunman. I mean, for the PlayStation. Granted, just the name Rising Zan The Samurai Gunman is just screaming for a franchise. You hear that game, and it's just, you hear the name of the game, and it's just like, you want people to play it. Like, I can't help but like just want to push this game out for a reboot. If I could do anything, like just put this in front of like Sony, just tell them like, make it. And in this game, it's basically a hack and slash game, one of the like really old hack and slash game for the PlayStation. So just keep that in mind when you play it. It's a hack and slash game with a gun attached to the sword, and I think the gun is called like it's called Johnny No More. That's the name of this guy, of Zan's gun or slash samurai sword. He carries, it's a guy whose name is Zan, who's a samurai gunman who carries around a gun blade sword that's named Johnny No More. And you can already tell, like, this game is really going for that quirky humor of like samurai, western, eastern type stuff that just mashes it all together, and it makes it really fun. And look, I'm gonna just put this right there. Look, you see that? Wanted, one super ultra sexy hero, and really that's what this game is. It's one of those games that has that really funny humor, but it's really epic, and like you can just, it has a universe that, like I said, it has some really untapped potential, and I think a lot of people should go out and give it a shot, maybe mention it, because this game deserves a lot of love. You know, it's really underrated. Like I said, it was thrown under the bus, and not a lot of people talked about it. And like I said, if I could, I couldn't push this game anymore for you guys to go and try it out, because it's a game that it is definitely an experience, and not to mention the freaking opening soundtrack. You know, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to the opening of the game that you guys can kind of get the sense of the feel and what kind of universe you'd be jumping to if you played the game. But anyways, like I said, that's a game you need to experience all on your own. I can't tell you anything more than it's just like a hack and slash type game with like gunman gameplay. And really, if Platinum Games could pick up the title and kind of make something out of it, I mean, that'd be perfect. But anyways, that's it for this video. That was my top 6 games that you should really check out, or underrated games, I think. There's definitely more games I want to mention, but I want to keep this video kind of short. I'm kind of pushing the minutes on my camera right now, and I have work. But please, guys, If you like this video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up if you're watching, or upvote if you're watching on Vidme, thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, and remember to subscribe to the Spoony Bard. And I really want to know what that guy's channel was. Like, I can't believe I forgot it, and I was mentioned on it. But he, like I said, he has a really great channel. Maybe I can find it right now. Hold on. Games you... Don't mind me. I'm just like... I'm looking on my iPad real quick. If you're done watching the video, I mean, you can leave unless you want to stay for my outro and a little bit of a... man, yeah, I can't find it. I can't find his channel. He's legit right now. He's kind of a small channel. I think he's just barely hitting 1,000, which he's kind of growing in the retro community. But he does, like I said, he does. Oh, look, here it is. Xander Skullion. I knew it was something with a skull. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel and the video I was featured on. Also, Spoony Bard's channel and his video, and also the Rising Zan Samurai Gunman opening theme, because you guys should really check it out because it's awesome. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and remember, if you have any video games, please video response or something, mention it in the comments below if I missed anything. And as always, guys, when you guys are gaming, always remember to power up.